Good afternoon. Welcome to the Inspiring Inkin Facebook page. I'm Amanda Fowler. Today is Tuesday, the 13th of July. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're here, can you say hello? Let me know where you're from, and I will just check I'm live in the right place. Always a plan, because occasionally things don't go to plan. Let's have a look. Yeah, looks like I am live. Yeah, hooray, hooray. Okay, so Lorraine's here, Anne's here, Lynn's here. Thank you. Anne's saying it's sunny in Suffolk. Hello, Jen. Good to see you too. And Margaret's here as well. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Hello, Karen. How are you? So how are we? How are we today? It's feeling really cold here today, and it felt really cold yesterday as well, and it was 21 degrees in the house. So why it's feeling cold, I don't know. But we had like 2 inches of rain here in Fareham yesterday. Yeah, it was crazy rain, and certainly the scenes in London and surrounding areas of flooding and stuff is really not good. So if you are affected, my thoughts are with you. I hope that the weather wherever you are actually is improving. Donna's saying it's chilly in Oz. Hello, Maureen. Hello, Nicola. Hello, Rosie. Oh, she's got the little one off school. I hope she's well and she's just off school for a fun reason. I'm Maureen. Hi, Anne. Hello, Mum. Pauline. Chilly here, chilly there as well. So sunny in Suffolk, but chilly in Lincolnshire as well as down here in Hampshire. I suppose I've got a short sleeve t-shirt on. I've got shorts on and I haven't got any socks on. So my husband would tell you that it's my own fault I'm feeling chilly. He's a great believer, and you put on an extra layer if you're cold. So, maybe I should take his advice. So, what have you all been up to over the weekend? Well, what have you been up to? And what are your plans? So, today I thought I'd ask, what are your plans for the summer? Because Brian and I had booked a cruise for September. We're very excited, going to Norway. And the cruise line has decided they want to send us to Spain instead of Norway. And we've been to Spain. We don't want to go to Spain. Spain's very lovely, but that's not where we want to go. So we're actually looking for a new holiday currently. So I'm looking for inspiration for those of you that are going places. But also just wondering, here in the UK, for my international friends, here in the UK, all the restrictions are going to be lifted on Monday. So no more mask wearing unless you wish to, although the government are saying, it's advisable in crowded areas and public transport and so on. I shall still be taking my mask everywhere I go and wearing it when it's appropriate. But we can go on holiday and so on. So I'm interested. Are you staying at home? Are you going away? Are you going to go and visit family, friends? What are you going to be doing? I'd like to know. So we had a very busy gardening weekend planned, and Brian wasn't very well. So Friday, Saturday, part of Sunday, It's had some kind of bug. We've got plenty of COVID tests in the house, so you know it's not COVID. But it just wiped him out, and you will know from our chats here that my husband does not sit still any more than I do, really. So for him to sort of, you know, fall asleep during the day is unheard of. So clearly he wasn't great. So we had a very, very chilled out weekend, but did lots and lots of picking of fruit and veg and tidying up the garden on Sunday, but with kind of breaks. So we did a bit and had a cup of tea, and did a bit and had another cup of tea. So yeah, so we haven't really done very much. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see what everyone is saying. Oh, Rosie's saying her daughter's fine, but she's having to isolate again. Yeah, that's just, I just feel so sorry for the kids with all these isolations going on, but hopefully that's gonna be finished soon. Hello, Janet. Oh, Janet's saying alternating between sunny and rainy and quite chilly. Yeah, exactly. Need socks. Hello, Marlene. Lynn's saying that they're going to be doing day trips out. Anne is saying 2 long overdue family weddings. Fingers crossed. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Joanne's cancelled her holiday abroad with her friends. That's sad. Hello, Jan. Rosie's waiting for an op, so she can only do days out. Hazel's here. Hello. Marlene's staying at home. Ooh. She said she's been to Potter's in Horton-on-Sea for a week. Lovely time. So is that like a hotel or a... I don't know. Don't know what that is. Donna's saying New South Wales in Australia is locked. So they're back in lockdown, which is sad. Oh, Anne, that won't be restful, but it'll be fun. Anne's going to the Lake District in August with her 5-year-old. Perhaps not the most restful of weeks, yes. Gillian's saying it's very hot in Jordanstown. That's good. Good that you've got some warm weather. Hazel's just finished self-isolating. Lorraine's having a staycation with the use of the beach hut. That's cool. Joanne wants lots of sunshine to enjoy her garden, and Margaret's hoping to go to France in September. Fantastic. That's really cool. Oh, Hopton-on-Sea. It's a resort run by a family. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. That's really cool. No. So 2 of Janet's grandsons have both been double jabbed, but are isolating because they've tested positive. Yeah, I'm hearing this quite a bit actually. There was a friend of a friend, same kind of thing. 2 people, both double jabbed, both had a positive lateral flow test, and then obviously went and had the PCR test, and yeah, they're both positive. I think it's good for us to be reminded that being double jabbed doesn't stop you getting COVID. It hopefully stops you getting it as bad, and that's one of the things that they're actually saying, that more of the hospitalizations are people who haven't been vaccinated. Hi, Claire. Yeah, I'm here, here on Facebook. So, Claire, I did one live on YouTube just to see how it would all work. I am planning on some changes and various other things, but things are all in flux currently. Yeah, lots of things behind the scenes I have to get sorted out before I can make any changes. So for now, I am staying here. So I'm sorry that you were looking for me where I wasn't, but I am here. Okay, so today I've got a sneak peek for you. And I've just realised that I didn't put my nail varnish on. And my fingers are covered in ink, which is completely normal for me, but there you go. So when I do my crafting later, you're going to have to cope with naked nails and ink. But anyway, get back to the crafting. Stop chatting about nails. Yeah, I've got a sneak peek for you. Now, normally it's a bit early for me to be sharing sneak peeks, but a couple of weeks ago, week or so ago, I put a question up about Christmas and what type of Christmas cards and things you like making, and there wasn't a consensus of opinion. You are pretty much divided down the middle between liking cute images and liking traditional images, and lots of kind of other comments and things, and I've kept them all because it's really useful, interesting information for me. But today I have got something cute to share with you. I'm just going to share with you a few products, that's all. I'm not making anything with them today, but you will get to see more of them as we get closer to launch. So the launch date for the new mini catalogue and celebration is the 3rd of August. So we've got a few weeks yet, a few weeks to go yet. So what I am going to show you quickly is this is celebration. So this is one of the things that's coming on the 3rd of August. Now, some of you were with me in January, February time when we had our first celebration. And you may remember that you can get free products if you spend £45 or €60. You can choose an item for free. Now, as well as that, you can also, if you place a large order or gather friends orders, you place a large workshop order, you can earn a free stamp set. And if you join my team during celebration, you pick £130 worth of products and you pay £99, which is always a great deal. Okay, it's always a great deal. But during celebration, you can add one of 12 bundles from this book. So from the mini catalogue. So there's a list of 12 bundles. They are amazing. So if you've got a wish list when you see the book, or even out of this book, if you've got a wish list of over £99, then you need to consider joining my team. And there are lots of my team members here chatting away, who started out as customers and then decided that the way to maximize their value was to become a demonstrator. And don't let the title put you off. You don't have to demonstrate. You can just be your own customer. You can sell to your friends and family. You can build a business. It's all up to you, but you won't know how awesome it is unless you join. So you need to do that. So you'll hear me talking about celebration. You'll hear me talking about joining all the time anyway. But in August and September, amazing amazing time to join. So I'm just going to hold this up to you just to show you. This is one of the sets of images that I was talking about when I said kind of more traditional. Can you see the pine cones and the holly berries? And to me, that is very traditional red and green. And can you see in that little tiny corner? That's what I'm going to be showing you in a minute. Penguins. That's what I'm going to tell you. Penguins. It's very exciting. So, you are probably wondering when you're going to get your catalogue. Soon. But not this week. Definitely not this week. So the catalogues are all here. I have to label them. I have to write the letter that goes with them, obviously, and print it off. I also have to put together and finalise my plans for classes for the autumn. And part of that is kind of held up because obviously the announcement yesterday that the restrictions are being lifted is fantastic. But for the in-person classes, I am reliant on the hall that I use to get back to me about their rules and regulations. So I am hoping that they will all be in the post, probably the middle to end of next week. So what are we today? The 13th. So next week will be the 20th. The end of next week will be about the 23rd. They will all be with you with at least with a week to go. I would expect. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, depends on the post. So they will be on their way, and I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Oh dear. Oh, that's better. Oh. Sorry. Right. Oh, that's better. That is better. Okay. Yeah. So they'll be with you in plenty of time for you to make your wish list and so on. Hi Jetta. Thanks, Jan. She said, "Bless me." Oh dear. Okay. So. Thanks, Anne. Right. I'll have a slurp of my coffee. Right, so Lorraine is asking me which small sentiment stamps do I use? It depends what you mean by small, Lorraine. So let's have a look. So this is one of them that I use a lot, which is this one. You'll see me use that happy birthday a lot. That one's called Peaceful Moments. But the smaller stamps that I use often are these ones, Art Gallery. So obviously the big stamps that I use are called Biggest Wish, but I think those are the two. I'm actually using a couple of other sets today that have smallish sentiments in as well, so those might work for you. Okay, so today like I said, I've got a sneak peek to show you. And then I've got some cards to make using patterned paper. And this is actually something that one of the team showed me. So I'm very pleased to be sharing it with you. Oh, Lorraine, the one I used on the pink craft along card. You'll have to tell me which month it was and potentially show me a picture of it, Lorraine. I don't have any of the Craft-A-Long cards here, I'm afraid, and from that description, I can't tell you. Sorry. I made so many cards. It could be anything. Okay, so let's start by showing you the stamps. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around and show you. Ooh. Do that. There we go. Interesting. I'm just going to move my table a bit. There we go. Okay, so here you go. This is a sneak peek for you. This is called Penguin Place. And you know me, I love a punch. And this has a matching punch. So you've got 2 penguins. You've got a huge range of sentiments. Fun sentiments, but a happy birthday and a season's greeting as well. We've got balloons and presents and Christmas trees and reindeer antlers and snow. So it's called Penguin Place, and you've got the punch that matches it. So let me just show you the punch. So it punches out 3 pieces. So it punches out the penguin body. That's a foot. And that's the white part. So if you see that bit, you've got the outer bit and then the inner bit there. Okay. So when you punch them out in the right colours, you end up with this. Let me just get a bit of glue. And just stick this down. So I've used black and white and pumpkin pie. Look how cute this is. I've got too much glue on there. Now, obviously, you can, if you've got the stamps, you can put in eyes and you can put in a reindeer nose. Can you see that? Or you've got different noses. And I found these. So those of you that have been around a long time will recognise this green Stampin' Up logo. Now everything is black and white. All of our logo stuff is all black and white, but these are googly eyes from years and years and years ago. And it just made me smile because having googly eyes is a fun thing to have on any kind of project. Especially since you can make your penguin look a little bit crazy. So I'm just going to, where's my grid paper gone? Oh no. Hold a minute. Missing grid paper. Right. Let me just, this stamp hasn't been stamped yet, so I'm just stamping it a few times. Sometimes when you get new stamps, they have a release agent on them. And sometimes it just takes them a little bit of time just to be nice and clean when they're stamping. So there we go. So I'm just going to put his nose, just his beak, not his nose. And look at the little chap. Hi and bye, Sue. She's not staying because it's Steve's birthday. He's just such a cute little thing. Okay, so he is very cute. The stamps and the punch is very cute. And I'm sure you're going to be asking, the stamp set and the punch come as a bundle, and they're £29.50. And the awesome thing is, in this celebration catalogue, when you spend £45, you can get for free a pack of penguin paper. And this paper is amazing. So you get 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 different designs, and I will show you. So we've got spots, and then we've got the fox and the penguin, and the polar bear and the little Arctic bunny. We've got snowflakes and stars, and then a sledging penguin. It's a dancing penguin. And then trees on the reverse. And then you've got these ones now. Whoa. These penguins you can punch out. Actually, I'm not sure whether you can see that. These ones you can punch out. So these are a big size. Obviously, you can fussy cut them as well. And then you've got dashes. More penguins. And a little bluebird and the fox and a snowman. And some lovely stripy paper. And then this on another dancing penguin with a woolly hat on. And gorgeous stripes. So these are all very cool things, and I am looking forward to sharing them with you. So there you go. So that's very exciting. So now we are going to make some cards, and I'm going to start out. Ooh. There we go. Start out with this. So I've actually got four cards for you today. They're all very simple because they're following exactly the same pattern, but I just wanted to share with you different variations from the same paper pack. Now, you do need to remember that we've got the 15% off designer series papers sale on right now. So the paper packs are about £9, just over £9 each. This paper pack that I'm using is hand penned. Beautiful, beautiful colours. And in order to do the little technique that I'm going to show you, you need double-sided paper. That's what makes it work. And coordinating cardstock. Now I'm using these dies. These are the Tasteful Label dies, and we've used them in Craft Along quite often just recently. And I wanted to show you a little tip for working out which sentiments are going to go with which of your dies, because sometimes the words that fit, it's quite surprising actually, because you think, oh, that'll never fit, and it does, or you think, oh, that'll be a perfect size, and it looks lost on the die cut. So what I've done here is I've just die cut out of basic white cardstock 3 of the shapes, and I got a couple of stamp sets out. Now, the first thing to know is when you're looking at stamp sets, always check at the bottom. I'm hoping you can see there. These images are at 85% size. So the image is on the front, whereas on this one, it doesn't say anything like that. So these are a standard size. So if you've got one like this, you can take your die cut piece and move it around and decide, excuse me, decide which die cut works. So like for that one, that's just going to get lost there, but it would work really well in the circle. This one works well with that shape or that shape. So you can use it on your stamp set. If you've got stamps like these ones, that's 85%. The easiest way to do this is to look at it in the catalogue. So it's called Colour and Contour, which is on page 98. Because in the catalogue, they are the right size, they're true to size. Can I just ask, are you all, is everything okay? I've just got a warning come up on the stream that it's saying that there's a problem. It looks okay. Let me know. Okay, so because these are true to size, you can place this over the top. So that one's going to work really well with that. And then the circle is going to work really well there as well. Yeah, okay, so lots of people are saying it's all fine. Thank you very much. And you're absolutely amazing, and so on. So do cut out your die cut shapes, and then you can just place it over the top, and then you'll always know which ones work. Okay, so I'm just going to pop those to one side. So I'm going to start with this one, get my trimmer out, and I am just using my standard measurements for a card front. I got a message on YouTube the other day which said, why do you cut your paper like that? That is not sensible, because you're cutting a tiny strip off and you're working in inches, and A4 cardstock is in centimeters. And I just put on as my reply, yeah, it's just what I always do. So it's what I've always done. So I'm just gonna kind of carry on doing that. So if you like working in inches, my card blank is 8 inches by 5 3/4. That layer is 5.5 by 3 3/4, and this layer is 3.5 by 5.25, and I do it like that so it comes down 1/4 inch and it's just easy. I don't have to think about it. If you prefer centimeters, I have a YouTube video with centimeter sizes for all the mats and layers, and you can just swap them over. So, okay, so I've got a piece of patterned paper, and then let's do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight, and So Very Happy For You. That's very apt, isn't it, with all the weddings and things going on? There we go. Anne saying she's hoping I will always work in inches. I think I will, Anne, but I also know that I need to add centimetre measurements and things to it. So it's just what I'm going to have to do. Okay, so it was one of my team members, Jenny, who shared this with me, and well, she shared it with the whole team, not just me. And I've forgotten what she called it. Maybe one of the team will be able to say, but many of you will know that I have a Facebook group called Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner. And if you don't know about it, you are welcome to come and join us there. So the Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner is on Facebook. It's a group that you have to apply to join. Not that, you know, there's anything tricky about applying. You just have to tell me what your favorite type of crafting is. And there we talk about all types of crafting, whether that's paper crafts or needle crafts or knitting or crochet or baking. Basically, if you make it, we want to see it and share about it. So we have this great group, and that's where I teach my monthly craft along class as well. But I have a second group. The second group is only for my team of Stampin' Up demonstrators. And in that group, well, we chat about all things Stampin' Up. We chat about paper crafting and our businesses, and we share a lot of tips and techniques and so on. And every Monday and every Friday, we have different team members sharing either card layouts or fun folds or different color combinations to use, and we have people sharing the things that they've made. And it's just such a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. And Jenny has been doing Mojo Monday for us during July, and this was one of the things that she shared. So basically, you take your patterned paper and you put it on your trimmer and you cut it corner to corner diagonally. Now, some trimmers, when you put a point of a paper and you start cutting there, it can ruck it up because it's really fine. So it is always a good idea to start in the middle and then go top to bottom. And then you are going to cut again corner to corner. So you're going to end up with 4 triangles. There we go. I'm going to get the Tombow. Hello, Diana. Thanks for joining us today. So I just put one layer on. And then what we're going to do is we are going to reassemble this, but we're going to flip 2 pieces over. So you get to see the beautiful patterned paper both sides, and then we are going to put our sentiment on. So this is why I'm going to share 4 cards with you today, because that is a pretty speedy card. So let me just put some dimensionals on there. Just make sure that you are putting the right side down each time. There we go. Such a quick and simple way of getting to see all your pattern paper, because I don't know about you, but I often get really sad because I'm looking at my paper and I'm thinking, but I like both sides. I want to share both sides. And you can't. But with this technique, you can. So I'm just putting dimensionals on here. Pop that in the center. And there you go. There is a super speedy card using both sides of your patterned paper. Okay, so you've seen how quick and easy that is. What I did was I pre-cut some more colours, and basically all I've done with these patterned papers is just picked 2 colours from the paper. So let's see what we're going to get with this one. So these colours, this is pale papaya and garden green. And these, oh yeah, I really like this. So let's pop this down. So if you like this as an idea, over the past months, we have done all sorts of different techniques using your patterned papers. We've done all sorts of cutting, strips, and all sorts of things. Ooh, that's a bit wonky. Let's just re-lift that up. You do have to just take a second or two just to make sure that sort of your angles are right because as otherwise you'll end up with wonky cards, and you'll be able to see on this one that I'm a bit lopsided, but it's okay, it's a handmade card. And I was chatting too much when I put the first piece down. Look, so look, it's a bit skinnier here and thicker there. But I am sure that the person who receives this card will be very pleased to get it, and they won't mind. It's only really us that minds. Right, so garden green for the sentiment. Which sentiment are we going with? This one, thank you for everything. I just love the font on these. Right, that is a little bit fluffy. Can you see? I'm hoping you can see. I don't know what's happened there. Let me get my grid paper back. Oh, I might have a bit of fluff on my stamp. Yeah, just clean it. Yeah, that's better. Right, so let's go with that. There we go. Now, obviously, you can put lots more embellishments on here. You could put ribbon. You could interject different strips or other things. But actually, simple is often better. There we go. So that's that one. So that's number 2. That's number 3. Right, I'm just checking that I've got the right colours. Yeah. So, and all of these papers, like I said, all of these papers are from the hand penned suite. So let's just move that along. Ooh, line it up. So go corner to corner, turn it, flip it round, corner to corner again, but do make sure that your paper is lined up again. And actually what I will do is I'll just do the same with this one, and then I can put the trimmer away. So I know some of you have been thinking about Christmas cards. This will make a great Christmas card idea if you are making lots. It's just so simple. And you can use your Christmas papers. Okay, so which shall we go that way? I think. All right, so I'm just because I was lopsided on this one, I'm just going to make sure I'm not lopsided on this one. There we go. All right. I'm just going to hold those, or leave those there, so I can put this one down, and then the others will all fall into place. There we go. Judith saying this would make a great man's card as well. Swapping some of the papers out. Yes, it would. It works really well with all sorts of patterns. You do need to make sure that you've got some contrast between the two patterns though. So you'll see on all of these, I've got like a multicolored side and then a two-colored side. What you will find is if you have two multicolored sides, which some papers do, it's actually, there's not enough contrast on it, and you'll then struggle to see the difference, and it will kind of look as though, oh, let me just lift that up a bit. It will look as though you've got the patterns kind of mismatched. So, but just play around with it. That is the best way. All right. So let's pop that down. And these little corner edges here, just make sure you get a bit of glue onto those, because potentially they will lift up because they're very, very skinny. So I'm going to use that one. So I'm using, this is the Flowers of Friendship, and this one's saying, a life is better with friends like you. There we go. I don't know where my big dimensionals have gone. So I've used everything in my box of dimensionals. I need to just bring some bigger ones up. The little ones work fine, but I like the big ones too. There we go. One more to go, and then I will bring them all in and you can see them all. So this one, so we're going to go this way. Yeah. Yes, we are. So like I said, let's get this one down first. So it's evenly spaced. See, I've done it again. Can you see how where I've positioned it, it is not quite straight? So I've got to lift that up. Okay. So we're going to position that one in the right place and pop that one back down. And then that one down, and it's still too far over. Right, let's try it the other way. Put that one down. There we go. Hooray! It's not as complicated as I'm making it look. Bye, Judith. Thanks for popping in. Just clearly having one of those days, aren't I? There we go. course, now I've got Tombow all over my fingers. There we go. Right. Stick this last one down and then do the last sentiment. And this is So Saffron and Highland Heather. And that is not going to fit. So right, I'm going to have to go with this one again. So very happy for you. Okay. So you have to tell me in a second which colour combination you like the best. Have you got papers that you think will work with this? I think it would also work with using embossed pieces as well. So we've done that on some different cards where we've hang on. I wanted to do 4 different sentiments, and I thought I'd run out of die cut pieces, but I haven't. That's my oh dear. Okay, so when I come off air, I will redo this one. That's so wonky. But yeah, I wanted 4 different sentiments just to show you different things. So you. So this one's Marlene's favourite. She loves these colours. Lorraine saying she's loving the embossing idea. Exactly. So the way I would suggest that you could do that is, you know, emboss 2 pieces of cardstock and cut them, and then switch the pieces around. All right, so let's just move everything out of the way and let's just bring them all in. So let's see what you can see. So if I bring them down and across, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they are all very similar in the sense that they're using the same paper pack, but actually they all look really quite different with the different sentiments and the different die cut shapes over the top and the different colours and layers. Right. Bear with me just a second. Ooh, because the camera is on a weird angle. Is that better? Let me just I'm hoping that that's better. Okay, so this is just very strange. I don't know what's happened with the camera now. It's all on a weird angle. So this seems to be the favourite. The purple one. Highland Heather one. Second from the right. So this is Anne's favourite. See, I love this one, and I know it's got blue on it. Because there is quite a lot of contrast in the darker colours. It is interesting, isn't it? I'm so pleased that you are all enjoying those cards. That's really good. Okay, so what else do I need to tell you today? Make sure when you're cutting the paper that if you're cutting with a trimmer like mine, you kind of start from the middle and cut out. That way you won't ruck the corners. Just position it as you saw with that last card and with this one where I'm slightly wonky on the positioning. Just take your time with that. But it will make very quick cards. And so she's definitely going to be trying this Highland Heather for her. This one's Janet's favourite. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Donna. Brilliant. Thanks, Jen. Okay, so all of the products that you've seen today, you can purchase in my online store. As I said earlier, there is a special offer running at the moment, 15% off patterned papers. So when you get to the online store, the price will show up. That's just for July. But obviously everything else you'll find in the online store. So whether you're watching on my blog or on YouTube or on Facebook, there'll be clickable links and you can click those links and go shopping directly with me. The new mini catalogue and celebration catalogues will be out the tail end of next week in the post, so you'll have them in plenty of time for launch day on the 3rd of August. I will see you guys all next week. Stay safe, keep warm and dry, which really we shouldn't be saying that in July, should we really? You know, it should be, we've got to have all the windows open because it's too hot. But hopefully the weather will turn shortly. I will see you all next week. So thank you very much for joining me today. Goodbye.